If you can't understand people and work with them, you can't accomplish anything. And you certainly can't become a person of influence. So recently, I've been reading a book called Becoming a Person of Influence. It's teaching me how to nurture other people. It's teaching me how to have faith in people. It's teaching me how to listen better to people and understand people in general. So from my past, so from my previous experiences, I learned that I've got done dirty so many times to a point where I don't like people in general, right? But I'm trying to change that because my past experiences are really keeping me blinded from the truth right now. It's not helping me nurture relationships. It's not helping me to understand people's perspectives or anything like that. It's really just keeping me in my bubble. And I'm trying to get out of the bubble because I want to learn how to influence people. I want to impact people in a really positive way, right? I think that the more I love to communicate with people, the better I'll become at impacting people and really influencing people in general. So here's a couple lessons I learned from this section called Understanding People, right? So when we understand the other fellow's viewpoint, we understand what he's trying to do. 9 times out of 10, he's trying to do right. And that's a quote. And here's a couple more things I'm going to add on. So right now, I'm just going to quickly read and just talk about exactly why I found this very interesting, because we tend to use our past experiences to hold people back, right? For example, I had a conversation yesterday and I was just explaining my side. Not really explaining my side, it's more of like I was putting my viewpoint without any context, which kind of seemed rude in my opinion. It was something that I was holding back someone. And I'm trying to focus on understanding people, changing my perspective, and understanding their viewpoint in general. Because, for example, someone is trying to help someone else get into the gym. Although it's great and all, for me personally, I've done that a couple times to a point where it doesn't work out. It really didn't work out. It really just stunted my growth. They were respecting my time or anything like that. And I'm looking out for this person, meaning I want this person to understand that, hey, you have priorities set in place, okay? And you're changing up your time right now. And of course, I didn't explain in that context. And that's why I'm understanding, like, I need to learn how to understand people's viewpoints better, because for that person loves to talk to people. That person loves to communicate with people, right? In general. And that person loves to help people. I specifically like to help people too, but I don't help people 100% of the times like other people these days. It's because I've had this selfish mindset where like I need to just focus on myself, which is great and all, but it also stunts your growth. You just have to understand that viewpoint. Pause the video and try to understand what I'm trying to say, because yeah, you have to protect your time. But if you're not willing to help people when they need it, then it's like you're never going to become a person who can influence people or who can impact people in a great way. What most people really want is to be listened, respected, and understood. The moment people see that they are being understood, they become more motivated to understand your point of view. And that's what I try to understand yesterday, is that why isn't this person getting my point of view in a way? But it's because I was putting my past experiences to a point where I was kind of being disrespectful in a way. Even though I was not trying to, but I was disrespecting the person in a way. If you can learn to understand people, how they think, what they feel, what inspires them, how they are likely to act and react in a given situation, then you can motivate and influence them in a positive way. Here's a thing that you need to understand, right? Self-centeredness, a short course in human relations. What you want to do is you want to understand people better, understand their point of view. Changing your attitude from self-centeredness to understanding requires desire and commitment to always try to see things from the other person's point of view. Failure to appreciate differences. The next logical step after leaving behind self-centeredness is learning to recognize and respect everyone else's unique qualities. As an influencer, you must realize that different people are motivated in different ways. So basically, you all have to understand that everyone reacts to situations differently. If you could increase your emotional intelligence, if you could understand people's point of view, if you could really just learn to love people in general, you can make a great impact on people. Also, you have to have the power to acknowledge similarities. We all have hopes, fears, joys, and sorrows, victories, and problems. So here's something. Things everybody needs to understand about people, okay? Knowing that people need and want is the key to understanding them. If you understand them, you can influence them and impact their lives in a positive way. So here's a couple of things. Everyone wants to be somebody, right? Once you view somebody as a person, once you help them, once you respect them, once you really just try to understand them, they would respect you so much. They would love to speak to you, right? If you treat people if you treat every person you meet as if he or she were the most important person in the world, you'll communicate that he or she is somebody to you. Another one is nobody cares how much you know until he knows how much you care. So a lot of people tend to talk about themselves so much, but try to get to know other people in general. Try to let them know that you care about them a lot. To be an influencer, you have to love people before you try to lead them. The moment the people know that you care for and about them, the way they feel about you changes. Showing others that you care isn't always easy. People are your greatest assets as well as people are your greatest liabilities. The challenge is to keep caring about them no matter what. So there's a lot more, but I'll definitely cover them in the next couple of videos. What you gotta understand is like, if you want to be a people person, meaning if you want to learn how to sell, if you want to learn how to influence, if you want to learn how to be more kind and just understand people in general, you have to put yourself in a position where you have faith in them, where you understand them, where you nurture other people's relationships regardless of how you're feeling at the moment. Because at the end of the day, the challenge is to care about people no matter how your situation shaped you up, right? And on top of that, you have to listen to people. I think too many people love to talk. Personally, I love to talk, but I also love to listen. But I'm trying to hone my skills on listening to people in general because I tend to talk so much. Because I feel like whenever there's a silent moment is cool and all. But if no one's willing to talk, then I have to have the courage to talk and spark up a nice conversation, right? So a key takeaway lesson is you gotta just learn how to understand people if you want to influence, if you want to make an impact, if you want to be someone who truly cares about people. At the end of the day, we love to talk. We're social creatures, all right? We love to communicate. We love to have a great time with other people. And that's just it. If you're not able to understand people, listen to people, have faith in people, and nurture your relationships, you're not going to get anywhere in life. Let's be honest, right? So just remember to take it easy and everything will be fine. Keep on honing your skills. Keep on trying to become a better person who understands people, who loves people. And eventually you start to attract the people you want in your life. Hope all of you have a nice day. Peace.